park at my favorite bench because it's very secluded and no. Oh, I think they're doing Shakespeare at the park or something. They got an entire stage set, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty impressed with this actually. We may even get to see this. May be the rehearsal. I'm not entirely sure if this is like them rehearsing it, but we might be able to get a glimpse of this. I'm going to charge my phone, and then we'll bring the phone down with me, obviously, and we'll get some good recordings if they're doing some rehearsals. So you guys get to see a free show of Shakespeare in the Park, hopefully. Also, Bitcoin still sucks, by the way, just as a heads up. So Bitcoin is still a Ponzi scheme, but we might see the Aurora Borealis tonight in the state of Oregon, which is honestly very cool. To me, that's pretty dope. I think it's going to be a very fun time. Plug you in. I got my handy dandy charger here. This thing charges pretty well, actually. Very, very cool. I only got this over at a grocery outlet. I actually might go get another one if this charges it quickly, because a quick charge is very nice. But yeah, so I'm here at the park. I'm kind of waiting to see what they're doing. But we're going to talk about some Mussy Madness. We're going to talk about the Aurora Borealis possibly being here tonight. Now, this is insane to me, because if we get the Aurora Borealis showing, it's wild, man. I don't know what time it's going to show tonight, but it should be available in Coos Bay tonight, like in Coos Bay, Oregon. We may be able to see it. So I'm really hoping that does happen. As always, this channel is about the Mussy, and it is Mussy Madness today. Mussy awareness that Mussies matter, Mussy lives matter, that we're all deep down, we all got a Mussy. And yeah, anyway, so I got the external battery, and it's charging the phone, keeping the power source alive, keeping the battery fresh, keeping the Mussy fresh, obviously. But this is exciting, though. They're doing like some sort of Shakespeare at the Park thing. I think we might go down there. Maybe we'll interview a few of the actors if they're doing a rehearsal. They may not want to talk to me, though, if they know who I am. I think a lot of people in this town have unfortunately found out who I am and what I do. And what that is I make really stupid shows like this one. Yeah, they're doing Shakespeare at the Park, like to the right of me, it looks like. We're probably going to hear some people on the microphones. It looks like they got a sound setup and everything. So I think they're likely doing a practice run, because I don't see like any official chairs set up, but will definitely be fun to watch their practice run, for without a doubt. But yeah, Aurora Borealis tonight here in Oregon. That's what we're thinking. That's what the outlook has been. Heavy solar winds, that sort of thing. This is gonna be fun. We might go check out. If you guys want, we can go check out here in a bit. I'm kind of keeping an eye on if there's going to be activity. We might be able to see a free play. Might be able to see them rehearse, and I think that'd be great. Do a little commentary. Maybe hang out backstage. But yeah, it's gonna be cool. But yeah, I don't know what to expect. I've never actually seen the Aurora Borealis, and the fact that solar winds are gonna the magnetic winds, electromagnetic winds are gonna show up here tonight. That's wild to me. But yeah, and it's very windy today, so I want to apologize in advance for any wind that hits the microphone today. Just the luck of the draw today. But I wanted to be outside. I didn't want to be inside at all. I got my coconut water so you guys can, because I'm a wild woman. I'm a wild woman, yeah. I got my coconut water and my essential oils, because I'm a wild woman. I'm a wild woman, yeah. I'm a wild woman. I got my coconut water, But yeah, we might be able to see some free Shakespeare if we're lucky. I might even go to the top. We might do a little commentary. Maybe I'll hang out in the wooded areas or something, but it's be cool. If they make me pay, fuck them. Yeah, I think we're just doing audio tests, making sure that everything's good, and yeah, it's cool, man. If you guys, so I looked at one of the calendars, not the calendars. Whoop, shit! I got coconut water on my Mussy. I didn't get it on the electronics, thank goodness, but I got it on my... Oh no, I get it on my pen too? No! The paper got wet, you guys. My mussy's done. My mussy's done. Still a good usable piece of paper though. It is a very nice day. A very incredible day. Oh, still got some mussy bussy bullshit. We're gonna let this paper dry out a little bit. Probably use the back. I'll use the back side of the paper. Why not? Get a little action here. Got the coconut water everywhere. I'm gonna attract ants. It's bullshit. It is a very beautiful day out here, though. Mussy is the bussy, and I don't know why. But yeah, I got my cap. I got my notebook. We'll keep on writing. We'll keep writing my notes, you know. Yeah, we might be able to see the play here in a second, though. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be dope. But yeah, I think overall we're Matin says hi, hello, Matin. It's nice to talk to the people. I'm really enjoying my my bussy water. Yeah, I think they're doing like some play shit. You know, once this is once I got a full battery, which will be probably pretty soon, I'll go and check out and see what they're doing. I love these power banks though. Yeah, one thing I recommend is try to get yourself a power bank like this. Really tiny, really portable, 10,000 mAh. It's pretty good little battery size though overall for a portable battery. Especially if you're just looking for something very easy to bring with you that could do a whole charge. And it would do more than a full charge though. It would actually do about 2 full charges on this phone because I got a pretty big battery on this phone. So battery is huge on this phone. So battery does last practically all day, but I do like to give my battery a little bit of a breather. So what I like to do is I like to charge it up to 80%. I keep it on the charger when I'm at home. Because I mean, I'm not really looking at my phone too much when I'm at home, but when I'm outside of the home, I'm definitely using it for like things like DoorDash and stuff. And but overall, yeah, the Aurora Borealis, man, it's gonna be really cool to see it. I can't wait. I hope it shows tonight. They're predicting that it's very high likelihood that it will show up in Coos Bay tonight. So I'm crossing my fingers a little bit. I don't know if I'm the king of wishful thinking. Oh wait, is that the... No, that's not the one. Hold on. That's Oh, I think they're doing it. They're doing some rehearsals. Oh, hold on. I gotta tighten this. Keep this thing tight. Coconut water. Oh, dude, dragonfly just landed on my shit, dude. So you guys aren't going to be able to see this, but a motherfucking dragonfly just landed on my little power bank, dude. That's fucking pimp. All right. You West Kentu? What does that mean, bud? West Kentu. What are we talking about? What are you saying? What are you saying, G-Dog? I don't know what you're saying. That was West Kent. Now let me put out a poll here. It's a prediction poll. All right, so let's see. The question that I have on here, the poll question that I posed is: will the Aurora Borealis show up in Coos Bay, Oregon tonight? I don't know. I got to admit, though, these winds are looking pretty sketchy. Not be surprised if a branch. Yeah, this is exciting. So I think, here's what I'm thinking, all right? It's going to show up, and I think it's going to be a good-looking thing. Damn, everything's... Ah, speck of dust. Got a speck of dust on my bussy. All right. But yeah, I think it's going to show up tonight. I really do. It's going to be a little wild. I think we're going to see quite a bit of something tonight. It's going to be wild. What do you guys think, though? Do you guys think this is all figment of my imagination? Do you guys think that my mussy's a little too excited about nothing? I think it might be. My mussy may be a little too excited about something that may not even happen. But it's exciting, man. I see like Shakespeare in the park, and it's funny. I was actually going to come down here with my keyboard earlier, and I kind of went against it. I'm kind of glad I did, because I didn't realize that all these people would be down here. I could have made a concert up here, though. Actually, I should do a concert up here. This is the perfect spot, because like you're kind of in an area. It's like the wooded concert, you know. And the stage is kind of where everybody wants to sit, dude. It's like a straight up hippie situation, which I think would be pretty funny overall. But yeah, look at this. I mean, I got Shakespeare in the park or something like that. We got all sorts of cool shit going on. A bee or not a bee? That is the question. But yeah, overall, we'll talk about a little bit of finance. We're talking about a little bit Bitcoin sucks ass. We're talking about that again. I honestly see no difference between Bitcoin and NFTs. They're both the same kind of grift. Yet for some reason people think that Bitcoin is going to transform money. They always say this every time that Bitcoin goes up in price. And it's the only reason Bitcoin goes up in price is because they've been able to convince a large sum of the internet to keep on buying and holding. But here's the issue that people don't realize. That a lot of these, because institutional investors are able to create ETFs for a lot of other investors, they've been able to scam their clients into getting Bitcoin. So what's happening is all these people, yeah, they got Bitcoin ownership through these spot ETFs and shit. Really, even the big players don't care about Bitcoin. All they know is it's a fad and they can make some sweet money off of it by actually doing high expense ratios. So like the Biddy and the SBIT, for instance, even though I'm betting against Bitcoin, those have high expense ratios, but expense ratios in a lot of these ETFs for Bitcoin are pretty high. And I mean, I take that risk because I could care less. And I like betting against Bitcoin, so I think that any way to bet against Bitcoin, even if I have a slightly high expense ratio, is good enough for me, because Bitcoin sucks at the end of the day. What do you guys think about Bitcoin, though? Do you guys think it's just as much of a Ponzi as I think it is? Because I really think it's a Ponzi, man. Oh, we got one vote already. Will the Aurora Borealis show up in Coos Bay, Oregon tonight? And one person says no. You losing the faith. I have the faith. I want to see. I do want to see it, though. That'd be really cool. I know my girlfriend really wants to see it. I want her to be able to view this. But I think she really wants to see it, and I don't blame her. It's kind of cool. You know, it's pretty dope. It's so nice out here. It is windy, though. I will say that is the only drawback right now is it's super fucking windy. It's only 2:15. Nice. Still got plenty of daylight. Kind of doing a streaming all day sort of situation. This is great. And then I think once I'm, you know, if I decide to move around the park, I'll, you know, I'll obviously take the phono with me. But we only got one vote so far in the poll. Oh, he's doing a mic test. My man over there's doing a mic test. It's going to be tight. It's exciting. Oh, man. Dude, that wind is insane. I don't know if you guys can hear that behind me. But I think I'm pretty, well, I wouldn't say safe, but I'm in a pretty good location because I'm kind of blocked from a lot of the wind gusts. I got trees over here. My back is kind of turned. Yeah, I'm kind of protected by a lot of the bushes. So, like, yeah, a lot of the wind is hitting down more down low. It's hitting lower. So I'm up on a little bit of a hill. So I'm a little bit slightly protected. My mussy is safe for now. But yeah, it's very nice and very warm out here. I didn't bring any sunscreen though, so that was kind of my bad. But I cut my hair tonight. It's kind of getting a little too long, a little too shaggy for my own good. Woo. It's always a good time. Might be able to see some Shakespeare in the park, guys. Come on, man. It's kind of cool they're doing a little theater, you know. Theater's always a good thing, I guess. Life is but a stage. That's why I do the show anywhere I want, because life is a stage. Life is but a stage. The bussy is the bussy, and I don't know why. I'm that kind of guy. Yeah, it looks like they're doing a cool little show. We might go check that out. Go see the show itself. We'll let the Mussy crew see what's going on, and yeah, it was a good timing. Might be able to give them some free advertising, even though none of you guys live in Coos Bay who watch my show, so that's fun. Free content, free easy content, and yeah. Get to interview the actors. You're like, what is your role in this play? Feels good to drink coconut water. I'm a big coconut water guy, as you all know. I drink white women drinks, you know. But this is the Michael Garza show in the park, after dark. I do realize I need to get more Tim Smith on the show. I got to do maybe I'll do a StreamYard tonight. I don't know. It depends on how available my boy is, because sometimes he might have to go to bed early. So I never want to pressure my boy to do it, because he's a busy man, dude. Tim Smith is a busy man. I'm a boy from Canada, dude. Oh, but you know, I think can't wait to cut my hair tonight, though, because it's getting a little shaggy. As you guys can see, it looks like kind of a clown show when it gets a little too long. As I got fucking weird-ass hair. But it's a lot easier to manage when it's short and tiny. So, yeah, I definitely got to make sure that I cut the old hair tonight. So, I may even cut my hair and just, like, show myself on the camera. I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. Take a nice little shower when after I'm done cutting my hair, and that's all she wrote. Let's see. Okay, so we got Brian Simmons is asking, what is the flip the switch moment between XRP and BTC? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, brother. Look, the truth is, I have no idea. They're both Ponzi schemes, I could tell you that. Both are trash. I bet against both of them. And it's kind of the way I roll. So anytime I can, I will obviously bet against Bitcoin. I don't know, is there a way to bet against XRP? I'll bet against all of it. I'll bet against the entire crypto market if I can. It's funny because there's always going to be the dumb money flooding into this shit. And that's kind of how it goes. It's a little too much dumb money. But yeah, no, I don't know what the flip the switch moment. What do you mean by that? You mean like flip the switch is in like burst the bubble? I think the flip the switch moment is when everybody realizes, which they should have already, as a Ponzi scheme. It's always been a Ponzi scheme. And yeah. Watch a little Shakespeare in the Park, though, you guys. You guys ready for this? I don't know if you're ready. We shall see, we shall see. But it's nice and hot and toasty out here. Probably gonna take this off a little bit. Take off but the windiness is a little too much. So I gotta definitely keep the vest on to keep my nips are so sensitive. Like having this vest on does kind of help in a lot of ways. But the wind today is just so wild. And if the skies remain clear, we'll get to see the Aurora Borealis tonight. And I definitely want to have all hands on deck, the camera ready for this, because that's going to be a huge moment, not only for the show, but just in general. I want to be able to see what I can from it. That wind is actually, you know what? It's a little chilly. I could feel it hit my stump. Oh, shit, my paper. My pussy. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use my coconut water as a paperweight. Getting a bunch of notifications, you guys. Hold on. Silence that shit. Let's roll. So what do you guys think? You guys think we got 2 votes for the Aurora Borealis poll. We got 50-50 split right now, dude. We don't know. Could show up tonight, could show up tomorrow. Oh, there's that wind. It's coming. Wind is fierce. It's just nice, the wind. Sorry, I'm really soaking this in right now. This is great. I'm gonna get the camera a little closer here. Yeah, get the camera a little closer. Here we go. But yeah, this is what's going on at the park today. You know, we get to see, I get to see what I can see of this. But really cool. As always, you know, I want to thank the Pixel series of phones. By the way, we're almost at the 4,000 watch hour marker. And that's all we need for to become fully monetized on YouTube, which is really nice. I already have super chats enabled, obviously, but I still don't have watch page ads and stuff like that. And you know, it requires a little more what do you call it? A little more watch time hours. So hopefully YouTube indexes my shit really well. Maybe it won't. Who knows? But this is fun, you know. Obviously, this is kind of the way I like to do it. This is the way I like to do the show, and out in the park, out in the open, you know. It's one of the reasons I got the unlimited data plan, so I could be in places like the park and still do a productive show, still talk to you guys about what I want to talk about. Just I want to let you guys know I'm very excited. Getting all these little things fucking flying at me. You guys want? You know what? In honor of the 4,000th, almost the 4,000 watch hours, I want to do something that I think will help the channel. I'm gonna throw pine cones at my phone. So I'm gonna throw. This is the game that ends all games. If I hit 25 out of 50. If I hit 25 out of 50 on here, I am the king of YouTube. And if I don't, I am the mussy of YouTube. Now the goal is I have to hit my tripod in some way, shape, or form. So if I hit the tripod anywhere, that's a win. That's a W. And if I don't, then I'm a mussy. All right? So here we go. We're going to go check out Shakespeare in the park soon enough, you guys. Don't worry. We're going to be walking around the park here in a bit. But for now, for right now, tree. Oh, go for one. 1 for 2. 1 for 3. 2 for 4. 2 for 5. Alright, 3 for 6. 4 for 7. 4 for 8. 5 for 9. There we go. 5 for 10. 5 for 11. Here we go. Here we go. I've still got 2 votes on there. Here we go. Got 5 for 11, you guys. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. What are we doing? Five for 11. Here we go. 5 for 12. 5 for 13. 6 for 14. 7 for 15. 7 for 17. 7 for 18. I'm already screwed. 8 for 24. All right, people. I went 8 for 24. I failed. I got the pine cone. That's awesome. Cremonio, dude. Oh, they're taking down the, I don't think we're going to see Shakespeare in the park, but that's okay. Oh, it's a little birdie. What up, Cremonio and King? What a beast. Cremonio, my boy. There's a birdie behind me. Well, a lot of magic. The Aurora Borealis is showing up tonight. It's a magical experience. A lot of good shit, man. I think that there's a lot of magic in the world. At least sometimes it feels like it. But yeah, let's see what we got. So 3 votes. 67% of you say yes. 33% of you say no. All right. We need to get a few more votes in here. Where you going is a straight line. Well, what do you guys think, though? What's going on? What's happening? Yeah. We're rocking and rolling here down in Mingus Park, kicking ass. Taking names. But we're 38 minutes into this, and I'm just happy that anybody's viewed it and liked the video. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. More likes we get, honestly, the better. I'm really working my butt off on this, so I like doing this here down at the park, though. It's a good spot. But yeah, like the video, you guys, please. More likes, the better. Oh shit! Bitcoin is now below $103,000. Really? Oh, it's doing exactly what I always tell you guys it's gonna do. It's gonna crash. It's crashing. BTC equals. Yeah. Anyway, that's crazy. I'm gonna take a look real quick. I'll be right back, you guys. I'm gonna take a look at the live price monitoring. Oh my god. Oh my god. BTC for my DDD. My big old D, dude. Hell yeah. Oh shit, dude. My pen. Fuck. Shit. It's cool they're setting all that stuff up, though. All right, you guys. Bitcoin sucks. But yeah, I think the Bitcoin. I don't know where I got that notification from, but yeah, Bitcoin deserves to be down low. Down low. It is trash. Eyes on the prize. What do you guys think? And they say that a hero can save us. I'm not gonna stand here and wait. Hold on to the wings of the eagles. Watch as they all fly away. Someone told me love would all save us. Well, how can that be? Well, look what love gave us. A world full of killing. We're back. That world never came. But I will say this though, overall, the musty investing. So if you're a musty bussy boy, you're a musty bussy boy is going to invest into YouTube, into Bitcoin, and a smart mussy man is going to bet against Bitcoin. Oh, there's a squirrel. A big old squirrel, too. I love seeing the squirrels around here. It's so cool. I should have brought some food for the squirrel, made an offering. Make an offering to these animals. Have them do my bidding. We had it coming. It is really a beautiful day here at Mingus. Doing the show live at this park, really, this is the best spot. This bench right here is the most ideal spot in the world to turn for the show. It's just a free office for me, and I love being out in nature. So I love all the trees, I love the grass, I love everything out here. It's fucking great. My boy Cremonio and King, hell yeah. Really cool though. I'm really trying to see if it has anything that's interesting in it. But this is just a full-on battery, man. This power pack is great. It's a secondary battery when I need it, and they say that a hero could save us. I'm not gonna stand here and wait. The whole Amazon affiliate marketing stuff, by the way, I want to talk about that real quick. I've learned quite a bit on how to show how to properly show the links, how to put the links, where to put the links within the article itself. Um, art, the product link placement really matters, and it's a big deal. Where you put those product links is a very big deal. It very matters a lot. But affiliate marketing is kind of cool, and I figure I got a big enough brand to where affiliate marketing could work. I got enough eyeballs, and my show gets indexed pretty well on YouTube, so it's like kind of a win-win situation. People do click on these links quite a bit, and hopefully people end up buying what's on links instead of just clicking them. I prefer to have people purchasing items more than anything. But yeah, I just think it's great. I might even just try to put Google ads or something like that on the on realgarza.com instead. I've considered that instead of putting affiliate links. But honestly, affiliate links is great because people get a lot of value from the article, and they want to purchase the product after reading the article. Then that's great. It's honestly pretty cool. But I think if more articles I put out, as long as they're relevant to kind of what the show is all about, like credit cards and cashback reward credit cards, investing. Really, the whole goal is to get cash back from purchases and then invest like a crazy maniac. I mean, that's pretty much the whole key. And then, of course, Mussy Madness, Mussy Monday. Every day is Mussy Monday on this show. But investing as much as possible is really the key. I'm constantly finding new and innovative ways to invest. There's a lot of ETFs out there that give me an advantage because I'm diversified in all sorts of different investment strategies. But there's always going to be some form of price movement on my portfolio and some sort of income generation from a lot of the ETFs that I own. One of the cool things is about having multiple ETFs. I kind of like to break it down like this. This is something I kind of want to discuss with you guys today. Even though this is more about Bitcoin sucking, I want to propose, instead of just trashing on Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's worthless, we need to talk about something worthwhile. And I think the one thing that's worthwhile that we need to mention is going to be, is honestly just going to be like ETFs, having a variety of ETFs in your portfolio. So I'll give you an example. All right. So my boy Strongman Personal Finance, I love the guy. I think he's fantastic. I think he's one of the best people to listen to on YouTube. In fact, I think he is the key. I think I'm number 2, but he's number 1. I'll admit that. Strongman has much more experience than I do. I think he has a very good way of looking at the markets and just investing in general. But I think that I'm more diversified than him. And now, that's kind of a long stretch to say that I'm more diversified than Strongman. Why am I? He's got VT, he's got the entire market. But in a sense, I think it's good to be exposed to other things than stocks. I'm exposed to commodities. I'm exposed to bonds. I'm exposed to different strategies like covered options strategies, where it's like covered call options, that sort of thing. Which I firmly believe it's good to have covered call ETFs in your portfolio. I think it is. I don't think they should be overweighting your portfolio by any means, hell no. But I do believe it's important to have those ETFs in your portfolio, straight up. Now you're probably wondering, why is it so important to have those in my portfolio? What's the catch? What's the benefit here? Well, in a lot of ways, the benefit of having that in your portfolio is, for one, you're not missing out on any sort of additional income you can get from bear markets. So during a bear market, having covered call ETFs can honestly be kind of a blessing in a lot of ways, because everything's going down. So therefore, you no matter what, you're going to get the full premium, which you're going to get the full premium from the sell of the contract, right? And those contracts only expire usually after about a month, so it's like a win-win situation regardless, and they kind of reset themselves. They do the buy-right strategy where they buy the shares they need to buy, and they write the call options. It's a really cool strategy. I appreciate it quite a bit. I think it's brilliant. But, to each their own at the end of the day. But yeah, huge fan of the covered call ETFs. I love having them in my portfolio. It's just good. I'm gonna draw a penis on this bench. Just kidding. I drew a penis. It'll come off. The rain will take it off eventually. I'm surprised there actually isn't more vandalism on this bench. I was expecting quite a bit more, if we're gonna be honest. In fact, honestly, this bench is in probably the best condition ever. Oh man. Oh, so what do you guys think? What's gonna happen? We gonna get that Aurora Borealis, or are we gonna get nothing? We gonna get nothing like it. It's gonna be interesting though. Definitely gotta cut my hair tonight. I'll even cut my hair and change my name. But, you know, I might even do a ride along here in a bit where I have you guys ride along with me. I don't know if they're taking down the entire stage. I think they're kind of assembling the stage, but sort of not. I actually got no clue on that one, but I'll even cut my hair and change my name. I listen to a lot of Nickelback. That's what I'm trying to say. Where you going has no science. And where you're going's in a straight line. Yeah, overall, it's all looking good. It's all looking fabulous. But yeah, I think that for me personally, I'm always looking for like, so like any opportunity out there. I mean, you stay as diversified as you can. You can have one share of just about anything these days, which is wild. You don't have to pay no commission fees regardless. So it's like I'm constantly, you know, instead of having, for example, Strongman would have $100 in the Vanguard Total World Index. Not $100, sorry, 100 shares in the Vanguard Total. Well, instead of putting 100 shares into one single ETF, why not spread out the money into different ETFs, right? Even though you're not putting money into them, you're actually trading your money away for those exchange-traded funds. So the benefits that they bring. So instead of me putting 100 shares, whatever amount of dollars that would be, into the Vanguard Total World Index, why don't I just spread it out as much as I possibly can? And that's where it comes in. That's where the diversification comes in. You can weight your portfolio in any way you want. You can have a sporadic weighting in so many ways. You don't have to live by the weighting of the Vanguard Total World Index. That's the beauty of having multiple ETFs. You could choose to kind of overweight your portfolio in whatever way you want. I prefer to space it out as much as possible. But yeah, variable ETFs, variable weighting. And I think variable weighting matters. I really don't care that much about how I weight my portfolio. All I care about is being invested in the most valuable assets I possibly can calling it a day, and then being all right with it at the end of the world at the end of the day. So let's see. So like for example, instead of 100 shares into Vanguard Total World Index, maybe I put 1 share into VXUS. Maybe I put another share into SCHX. Maybe I put another share into SCHD. You know what I mean? I'm not putting I'm not trading all my money away for just one single ETF. I'm spreading out my money, trading it away from different ETFs. And the beauty is I don't have to pay a commission to do this. This is one of the reasons why I love talking about this style of investing. It's just so convenient, so handy. And I love it. But no, it looks like they're taking down the whole stage. Well, lame. Where you going? Straight lane. Didn't you love me faster than the devil? Run me straight into the ground, drowning. Here we go. Let's see. My coconut water. Probably make my way back home here in a bit, but it's just so nice out here. Also, I'm kind of in a nice little shaded area. I got enough little coverage, but I still get the sun hitting my arm, for instance, and I might actually kind of extend my way a little further to that side of the bench, potentially. Pretty dope, though, you guys. Pretty dope. Well, we only still have 3 votes. Insane. I'm going to start another poll. All right, so I got a new poll. We got a new poll going. Oh boy. bussy. A bussy. Didn't you love me? But yeah, overall, I mean, what we're seeing, I mean, I love doing these live videos out in the park, you guys. I'm not gonna lie, this is so much fun. I get sunshine. I need the sunshine, by the way. I need it more than anything. Yeah, I can't wait to cut my hair tonight. I definitely need a haircut. My hair's gotten a little too long. I can do a little exercise tonight and feel good about my bussy. I think I'll probably cook a pizza tonight, though. That sounds pretty good. I might even do a video where I cut my hair. I'm sure you guys want to see that. I probably just go home and do it once I get home. I think that's probably what I'll do. Just get it ready, get the haircut out of the way. Instead of doing it at the dead of night, I'll just kind of do what I got to do and get a good haircut out of the way. I'll be good. But yeah, my hair is way too shaggy at the moment, a little too crazy. I got to keep it down a little bit. But make sure you guys like and subscribe to this video. I'm not in any rush to go back home. I'm having too much fun out here. And life is but a stage. Life is but a stage, me boy. Life is but a stage, me boy. But yeah, anyway, keeping this going a little further. So like I said, so I'll put down, and here's the thing, I'm putting down 1 share into VT. So instead of putting 100 shares, I put 1 share into VT. I put 1 share in like SCHD, 1 share into SCHX, 1 share into VXUS. You see what I'm doing here? I'm spreading it out. Because also a lot of these ETFs do pay out dividends at different times during the quarter. Sometimes they match up, sometimes they align. You can't get them perfect. But the more diversity that you have, diversification in your portfolio, the more diversified you are in that portfolio, you will actually be able to get dividends at usually different times during the quarter. So you don't even have to rely on getting one of those shoddy, sketchy, weekly dividend ones. You don't have to get any of those monthly ones. You just need to get one that at least pays quarterly. Hey, if you get one that pays monthly, hey, good on you. But the whole idea is don't focus on really when the dividend will get paid. Just try to get what you can. Really accumulate what you can. And that's just something that I do on the daily basis, is I'm always accumulating, you know. What else though? What else can we say? You know, like for example, we got VT on my PP. Hell yeah. Vanguard Total World Index on that PP. Hell yeah. You got it. You got it. So we got, let's see, VT. We got we could do 1 share of VTI. That's the entire U.S. stock market, for example. We do 1 share of. For the life of me, I can never remember the ticker symbols for all the bond market ones. But, you know, 1 share in, you know, bond ETF. We'll just say bond ETF. Well, BND is one of them. But then we got another, let's say another bond ETF, another bond ETF. You know, you name it. You're diversifying yourself in different types of bonds. But overall, even those bond ETFs pay dividends out at different times during the quarter. Usually, I think most bond ETFs, if I remember right, typically pay monthly, I think. So I think you're usually good about getting some sort of payout every month. But like I said, you want to have constant income from your portfolio. Your portfolio needs to be able to generate some form of income on its own. So that way you could take that income, not reinvest it into the exact same thing, because I don't believe in drip. I believe in just taking the dividends at the end of the month, finding something else that you can invest in that, take whatever money you can get, and just keep spreading it out. So there's plenty of different ETFs. You don't have to be married. The thing I'm trying to tell you is you don't have to be married to a single ETF. You could dip your toes into each of these just by owning one share, and you are an owner of those. And you can also buy one share of individual stocks that you happen to like. The thing is, I have a non-all-in approach, so I avoid going all in. That's one of the big things. I avoid going all in on one thing. I have everything. I have every single thing that you could ever imagine. I'm not out to beat the market. I'm out to maintain wealth. At the end of the day, I just want to maintain wealth. And what is the best way to maintain wealth? Assets. Oh, what's that word? Assets. And assets is the best way to maintain your wealth. Every single time. Best way to maintain it. So that's what I do. Simple as that. I hold a little bit of cash, but any cash that I do hold, I do put it into, for the most part, I have been putting it into high yield savings. I'm not a big fan of high yield savings, but I do like having cash instantly accessible when I need it. But I figure if I'm going to let that cash sit, I might as well collect some sort of interest on it. Smartest thing I can do, right? And, yeah. And that's another reason why I do enjoy high yield savings accounts. I go for the ones that are obviously the safest. Like, obviously, I'm going to go for, like, American Express is one of the ones. They sent me an offer for their 3.6% yield. Now, I do have Betterment, which is kind of nice. I plan on putting at least $1,000 into Betterment's cash reserve program. I don't fully trust it, but I do like the fact that there's a 4% yield. And, I think the main thing for me is just kind of take home if you're going to have cash sitting, it is a good idea to get some sort of yield off it. At least the yield's fairly guaranteed. Now, it is a variable rate yield because a lot of these yields are based off of, like, what's the Federal Reserve doing? What is the interest rates currently nationally or whatever? But yeah, I definitely, I'm not going to recommend the American Express high yield one. That's one I do like, though, because it's got, first off, it's Amex. Amex isn't going anywhere. I trust the company. It's FDIC insured. Am I going to open a checking account with American Express? No. I prefer to have my checking account in banks that are in my area, and the bank that I have in my area is what I go for. So I like to be able to access an ATM when I need it. There is the Capital One. Capital One does have a 360 savings, but I'm not gonna lie. As much as I love Capital One, I trust Amex more than I trust Capital One. Even though I have Capital One credit cards, I've got all that shit. If we're going on a pure trust basis, I'm definitely gonna trust something a little bit different. See, let's see. There's Bitty. Let's see, BITI, SBIT. You know, this is holding out pretty well. This little battery's still on the full part of it. It's pretty nice. Let's see. We're almost to a full 80%. So what's nice when it gets to 80% on the battery is the phone itself can rely more on the power from this power bank than the battery itself in the phone itself, which is kind of nice. So my goal is to try to preserve the battery as much as possible, and charging having the setting charge up to 80% for the battery allows for you to have more charges over time, and also allows for the battery life to be extended by, like, I might be able to have like 4 years or 5 years worth of a battery just because I only fill it up to 80% on the charging scale, which is pretty dope. Yeah, if anybody's got any questions, man, I realize there's nobody's asking any questions. We're just asking the questions. If anybody's got any questions in the chat, please. But what is Bitcoin? Here's the new poll. What do you guys think it is? I mean, I personally think it's all of the above. I think it's a grift. I think it participates in greater fool theory. I think it participates in, it's an MLM scheme. It shows all the elements of all those things into one single entity. And I think that's the most impressive thing about it, is how much of a grift it is, and how much people try to grift people to get into it. And obviously it's fool's money. It's the way I see it, at least. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go home, cut my hair, get a good haircut in. See, probably called it. I don't think I'm gonna do it just yet, though. I want to make sure. I gotta get a little more sunshine in. There ain't no sunshine when you gone. There's a few other bond ETFs, though, that I think more people can get into. So, we got one vote on the poll. So what is, like and subscribe, make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel, please. What is Bitcoin? One person says a Ponzi scheme. Okay. I think that you could say that it's more of a Ponzi scheme than anything else. This is fun, though. Okay, I'm not gonna go home yet. I'm gonna try this at home. But anyway, yeah, like the video, guys. The more likes, the better. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys check out the poll. Like and subscribe. What is Bitcoin? Ask yourself the question: what is Bitcoin? It's a Ponzi scheme. I think it has elements of all those things. Multi-level marketing scheme, and the way that people talk to people who aren't into Bitcoin. It's very, very sus, and yeah, I don't trust it at all. Bitcoin, my ClickCoin. Wow, full battery almost. Hell yeah. Didn't you love me? And yeah, this is great. Bringing the portable charger, though, is pretty nice. Especially if I'm going to be doing more, stationary, like on the tripod stuff. Here, I'm going to move more to the center. Get a little warmer here. Oh, get a little more into the sun. All right. I'm going to put my drink a whole thing of coconut water. It's good shit, though. Keeps the mussy fresh. As long as you can keep the mussy fresh, you're good. But overall, where were we? Yeah, I think I'll But yeah, I think I'm just gonna. I don't think I'm gonna do a video of me cutting the hair, but I think I might. I think I'm just gonna, when I get home, cut my hair real quick, get that out of the way, take a good shower, feel as fresh as I can feel, and call it good. Looking, feeling fresh. I gotta feel fresh. I keep that mussy fresh, man. Mussy madness. What? I'll take. What is mussy madness for 500, please? You guys think I should stream a little Monopoly tonight? What do you guys think? I think I should stream Monopoly. That's what I think. That'd be the good call. While we're waiting for it to get dark. See, I don't want to cut my hair when it gets dark because I want to make sure I get the full Aurora Borealis experience. So it's definitely a must that I get my hair cut soon. I don't want to get too dark, but I figure, well, you know, we can chill out here just a little bit longer. You and me and the live mussy boys. But yeah, no, like I was saying though, like instead of putting, you know, trading all your money away for one ETF, why not just get one share of each ETF that's pretty good, you know? There's plenty of exchange traded funds out there you can get a hold of. And exchange traded funds, especially when they're the index kind, can hold all sorts of things. Like I love the bond ones, the ones that hold a whole bunch of bonds and stuff, and especially if they have low expense ratios, those are pretty nice. But yeah, I love the yields. I think that's the thing I love the most about them is the yields for the bonds that they're usually into are pretty nice. So there's guaranteed yield by getting into the bond market. And staying diversified smart as well. You want to have a diversified bond portfolio, and the easiest way to do that is just own the ETFs, the bond ETFs. So as many of those bond ETFs as you can get. You know, I usually just do one share of whatever ones I like. Even if I don't like it, I'll buy a share, as long as it's got at least somewhat diversified portfolio of bonds. Like I said, each ETF does pay at different times, whether it's during the quarter, whether it's monthly. Every single one is different. That's just kind of, it's the way I do biz. It's the way I do the business. And my business. But yeah, overall, I'm very satisfied with it. But hey, you guys, we're almost at that 4,000 watch hour mark. I honestly, I want to say that I honestly, and this is not meant to glaze too much, but I really couldn't have done it without a lot of you guys. You guys believe, whether you guys believe in the show or not, you guys watch the show. Whether you love the show, whether you hate the show, I want to thank anybody who watches it. I don't care what your disposition is to the show. Whether you're subscribed, whether you're not subscribed, just you watching it means a lot to me. Racks up the watch hours, and I do want to get monetized fully. I'm right at the precipice of it, and I'm a little intimidated by all of it, but very satisfied at the end of the day, and I want to keep making more videos. So I want to get to that watch hour point that I want to achieve, and that is the key for me. And so I'm very happy to continue doing what I need to do to make this all work. Depends on what you guys think. I'm just very happy. I'm very lucky to be able to get to do this on a day-to-day, to have a show where there's the potential for more and more money to come in and for more income. Blessed is an understatement. Super duper fucking lucky. Lucky beyond all belief. This is great though. And I've had a lot of people who've, my dad specifically has mocked what I try to do, and mainly he's jealous because he has little man syndrome, And when people have little man syndrome, they get jealous of you. I think for the longest time he didn't think I was his child, and that's understandable. We don't even, I admit that I act more like my mom in the sense that I don't put up with bullshit. My dad is the definition of what bullshit is. He's just a bullshit kind of guy. And any way he votes, I vote the opposite. And pretty much anything he does, I do the opposite of. He's going to retire on Social Security. I'm going to retire on stocks and bonds. He's, I've taken the opposite approach. Whatever he does in life, got to do. I've had a lot of mentors though who've been very positive to me. When I hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, I was very happy about it. I told my dad I was really just stoked. I was like, "This is really cool. I'm really thrilled about this." And he just, he just kind of, he just wasn't nice about it at all. And he just was like, "Well, you don't have 1 million subscribers, so what good is that?" It's like, way to go. You're father of the year. He doesn't deserve father. He's just, and there are times like he's been such an unsupportive piece of shit. Not just he doesn't even need to support me even monetarily. I don't need monetary support. I don't need any of that. All I ever wanted from him was just to not if he said he was proud of me, great, but at least kind of like be like, that's pretty dope. Good job. Or hell yeah, or something. It doesn't even have to be like encouraging. He's just not an encouraging person, and he's always been very pessimistic about anything I do. And I think if I accomplish anything, he trivializes it, and that's what people who don't accomplish anything trivialize other people's accomplishments, and yeah. He just I understand, here's the thing. If my dad wasn't my dad and he was just some random person saying those things to me, that's one thing. He doesn't know me and he wants to be critical, great. But it's just any time I've accomplished anything in my life, he's just been a total douchebag. And so anybody who acts like him, basically all of his friends, they all act the same. They all vote the same. They all think the same. It's very collectivist, and I hate it. Whatever he believes, I believe the exact opposite, because my dad's a douchebag, and I've had a very bad relationship with him over the years, and I don't think it's repairable at this point. I don't even really care. I talk about it because he's been a template for me in a lot of ways. He's been a template on what not to do, and that's been pretty helpful, because when you resent a person because of how they treat you, and how it's just like my mom. I don't spend a lot of time with my mom because of the same shit. I'm not close with my parents. I think it sucks because my mom has been going through cancer and stuff, and I've tried to be there, but I'm not close with anybody in my family, and I keep my distance. I really keep my distance. That's the smartest thing I can do, and I don't feel like a very happy person when I'm around them. I feel more miserable, and I'd feel more alone when I'm around my family. And that sucks. I feel alright when I'm around my brother, at least, but yeah, my mom and my dad, though, they yeah. So if you have anybody in your life who just doesn't make you feel like a person and makes you feel bad for doing fairly innocent things, by the way, like if anybody makes you feel bad about shit intentionally just to be a dick,
you know, obviously, you know, you read between the lines and shit, but it's not fun. And my dad's a very controlling person too. That's another thing I don't like to be. I hate to be controlling. I don't want to be that way. And luckily, I'm not. I don't. I stay out of people's lives for the most part. I don't like to interfere with stuff. But yeah, I mean, me getting to 4,000 watch hours is kind of a big middle finger to my dad. You know, I'm giving him the middle finger at this point because he didn't believe in me. He didn't believe I could get monetized really, the way he talks about what I do. And he's never. It's funny. The only time he's proud of me is when I do a stupid thing like he does, like go into debt for a car. I'm not a fan of what I did, but I don't have that much to owe on it anyway at this point, so it's not a big deal at the end of the day. Um, but yeah, he's definitely been. He's been a very big part of why you know, why I'm so rebellious, why I'm so contrarian. Because he's the epitome of keeping up with the Joneses. He tries so hard to be like his friends, to impress people. That is so fucking lame. I think the worst quality in a person is somebody who is always trying to people please. Anybody who people pleases, by the way, just stop it. It's the cringiest of behaviors. Um, just be who you are, and if people don't like you, that's good. Make enemies. That's probably the best thing I ever did was learn how to make enemies, because everybody's so focused on trying to learn how to make friends that they change who they are to make friends. I intentionally stayed exactly how I want to be. Now I still change. Obviously, everybody evolves, everybody grows, but I'm going to go on the trajectory that I want to go on, whether you like it or not. And if people don't like it, if like if my friends don't like it, if my girlfriend doesn't like it, if my family doesn't like where I'm going with my life, they're more than will. They're I'm more than happy to say walk out the door. I'm serious about that. I'm willing to have, and this sounds crazy, but it's not. This is probably the most sanest mindset that one can have, in my opinion, is that let people walk away in your life. Don't try to stop them. Let them walk away. It's not a bad thing. Like if my mom and dad decided, hey, I don't want to talk to you or whatever because, you know, like let's say I did get rich and I wasn't giving them enough money. Go ahead. Sayonara. Don't care. You know. But I've just been... So I think the thing is I've become more content not having friends. You know, even though I love the friends I have, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm like trying to get rid of them. I don't try to get rid of anybody. I don't want to get rid of my family. I don't want to get rid of my friends. I don't want to get rid of my girl. But none of that. None of that. What I'm trying to say is this. I can't just change who I am and what trajectory I want to go on because you don't like it. And that's an important thing. So if there's people out here who are facing that dilemma, let people walk out of your life. It's okay. Do what you do. Let people walk out of your life. It's a very important lesson. And yeah. And if people walk out of my life for me being me, I'm not even gonna get mad. I don't get mad at it. I get it. I'm not easy to be around. I've got a little bit of a different way of looking at the world. I got a bit of a chip on my shoulder. Some people don't like that. So it's a crazy situation. But, yep. But yeah, so I think that's probably one of the best life lessons one could ever teach, or at least one could ever display and talk about, is it's okay for people to hate you, man. It's to be a badge of honor in a lot of ways. But anyway, I want to make sure I get back home here in a bit. The wind's starting to pick up a bit. Too much shade. Probably, I think once I get home, probably cook a little bit of food. Probably cook pizza or something. And then, actually, I'm going to cook some burgers. That actually sounds a lot better. All right, I made up my mind. I'm cooking some burgers tonight. And then I'm cutting my hair. All right, I'll catch you guys later, though. I appreciate you guys. We only got one vote on this, so I'm just going to end it. Ponzi scheme. Sounds good to me. But thank you guys. I appreciate y'all. And have a good night. I'll be streaming a little bit later today. Streaming something. So. All right, later, guys.